Members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, Minister of Finance, Ms. Marinka Gumbs and her support staff, good afternoon and welcome back to this meeting of Parliament, the meeting handling the draft amended budget 2024 as presented by the Government of St. Martin. And before giving the next speaker the opportunity to speak, allow me to extend warm words of congratulations to our Member of Parliament, Mr. Omar Otley. Happy birthday to you, MP Otley, and as I wish you happy birthday, I want to tell you that you are in good company as I just ran out to say happy birthday to a citizen of St. Martin celebrating her 103rd birthday today. So to Mrs. Olive Wilson Hodge, happy birthday to you. And to, of course, our MP Otley. And with those congratulatory remarks, we continue with the meeting and we adjourned during the speakers of Parliament, and we are now at MP Franklin Myers. MP Myers, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good afternoon to you and to the Griffier, to the Honorable Minister of Finance and her support staff, my colleagues in Parliament, radio listeners, and those of you listening by social media. Allow me to, as well, extend congratulatory birthday greetings to MP Omar Otley, my nephew. I remember 1986 when he was born. I remember that very, very well. I always thought he would have been a basketball player, but he took another course. But congratulations, and I wish you many, many, many more wonderful years. And to the York family, which is my family, I extend my condolences as well for the passing of Ricardo York, the son of Belto York, and who tragically passed over the weekend. And I wish the family strength and comfort during this difficult time. I won't be lengthy, Madam Chair. I want to thank the Minister of Finance for answering the questions, and subsequently all of the other ministers as well for answering the questions. I just have a few comments as it pertains to GB. You know, one of the things that I'm going to have to get reaccustomed to again is what is the norm in politics, which is the political back and forth. But I think we will serve St. Martin much better if we can all identify what the problems are and come together collectively and say, okay, well, let's solve these problems, because it was just a matter of months ago. And we talk about the hypocrisy, but it was just a matter of months ago where a whole nother set of ministers faced the very problems. So the problems didn't go away, but they faced the exact same problems that are present today. And today, the roles may have been reversed, but the problems remain the same. So I think it calls for some kind of understanding where we as elected representatives of the people can come together and say, well, okay, let's deal with these problems, let's get it out of the way. There is a lot of problems, Madam Chair, that is on the horizon for St. Martin. Not the GB problem alone, not the prison problem. There is a lot of other problems, some seen, some we can anticipate, and some we cannot anticipate. But it is our responsibility to come together. And that's why I refer to not the opposition, but the minority representatives, because ultimately we're all representatives of the people. And I think that's what's important to always bear in mind. We've all suffered for the last couple of months under the what we had to go through with GB. Every citizen of this country have suffered with the outages, whether business, whether private. You see the comments on social media constantly. So it's something that is the common denominator between all of us as citizens here in St. Martin. And I think as a government, as I'm speaking about of the executive branch, I think as a government, when you are faced with this kind of crisis, you have to do whatever it is, whatever it takes to ensure that your citizens receive exactly like MP Shamira Roseberg said, electricity is a basic human right, you know, so something like that. And I'm sort of missing the well, go out and do what you have to do for your country part. You know, when do we allow, you know, the government to say, well, okay, if this is the problem, you're elected, you're appointed, but, you know, deal with the problem at hand, deal with the crisis at hand. I'm missing that. You know, I want to commend the Council of Ministers, the Prime Minister, and them for going out and doing what they feel was necessary in the position that we were in as a country and as a people. I think that's what's important to send. That's the message that need to send out. So can we actually put a price on generators? Can we actually put a price on the inconvenience that our electricity outages cost us? Can we actually put dollars and cents to the effect that the people of St. Martin felt over the last couple of months? That's what this deliberation is about. You have a government that's bringing a solution to a problem that we were faced with, we're still facing with. And now the problem is the amount of money. And the government who sits in the executive branch, their quagmire is, do we do something or do nothing? Well, I encourage them to continue and do, because at the end of the day, once you're working in the best interest of the people of St. Martin, you will be rewarded by the people of St. Martin. We've had government-owned companies. Because of my political history, I knew when 30% of the harbor shares was sold in order to finish the harbor. 30%. And St. Martin had 70, and the Netherlands had bought 30%. And years later, St. Martin was able to buy back those shares and do projects in St. Martin. Now, we're fine with a different, we find ourselves in a different scenario. And this scenario is, what do we do about our electricity grid? And there is a problem. Again, I want to commend the Council of Ministers in your short tenure. I believe it's from May to present. In your short tenure, at least there is a proposal now on the table as to what your intentions are for moving forward in this electricity problem.
MP Myers, if with your indulgence, I will allow MP Irian to make an interruption at this time. MP Irian.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just listening to the comments by MP Myers, I want to be very clear that we as members of Parliament, we don't just go along to get along. Yes, the government has a proposal on the table, but we as members of Parliament also are here to hold the government accountable, like was mentioned before. Today, the government says that the generators, the engines, are a plan B. A plan A was never discussed. So it's irresponsible of us as members of Parliament not to ask the questions about what the plan A is, since there's a backup plan. And yes, we all experiencing the same situations and the issues with GB, and we all want to get done, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to do our job. We're not going to hold the government accountable. It also doesn't mean we're not going to bring solutions like the motions presented today. So I'd like to make it very clear that all of us in here want to bring solutions. We all want to see GB fixed. We all want to see the grid back up and running. But it doesn't mean that it will let the government do what they want, and then you guys come back a few months from now and then see how it goes. No, that's not how it works. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, MP Irian.
Madam Chair?
MP Myers, just let me allow the members who wish to make an interruption. And remember, members, it is brief, and your assertion needs to be brief and clear, or it can be a question, but you really have to be brief, because remember, this is being done during the, another MP or a minister speaking. But that's just a general comment. And yes, so MP Heiliger Martin, you have the floor for the interruption.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair Lady. Just briefly, I recall earlier when through you, Madam Chair Lady, when the Minister of Finance was preparing her opening statement, she deliberately said that she is waiting to see what GB is going to come up with. If GB could come up with something tangible that is not at any cost to the people of St. Martin, then the plan is to have the government follow through with a $75 million loan. So the thing is, I recall while she was talking, through you, Madam Chair Lady, the rest was deliberating, but she specifically said it. But I'm going to, hopefully the Minister of Finance could maybe clarify that. So that, for me, concludes a Plan A. Plan A is GB, shows that you can get it together at no cost of the people of St. Martin, and Plan B would be, if you can't, the government will take it over and assist. Thank you, Madam Chair Lady.
Thank you, MP Grisha Heiliger Martin. MP Brug, your mic is on by any chance? Oh, okay. Okay. So, yeah, I'm seeing you here, but apparently you're not. And so, MP Myers, I invite you to continue and hope that your thought process was not. Oh, that's what. Okay. I got you.
I saw it
Okay.
earlier.
That clarifies that.
Madam Chair, again, thank you for, and I would like to thank my colleague for the interruption. This is a first for me. This is a first, that's a first, so, you live and you learn. And this is the first interruption for the day, so like Brother Bob said, who the cap fit, let them wear it. Madam Chair, the point that I'm trying to make is I understand the rules, and every member of Parliament has a right to ask questions. It's in the Constitution. You cannot ask questions to a member of Parliament, but you can ask questions to the minister, and it's the minister's role to answer those questions. I understand that. And I also understand through healthy dialogue, we will come to a conclusion. But then what is the conclusion to this? What is the conclusion to this? Because the question is, do we have a problem or don't we have a problem? Are we in a critical electrical state or not? Is the government doing something about it or not? And until we start to have dialogue about stuff that is for the best interest of this country. And what amazes me, Madam Chair, we speak about, I remember just 4 years ago, and I don't want to get in the back and forth. I really don't want to do that because I don't feel it serves anything. But I remember just 4 years ago, it was, time to be out with the old and into the new, and we will do things differently. Well, the old adage applies, the more things change, the more they remain the same. And what I really want to do, Madam Chair, in this tenure is make sure that the interests of the people of St. Martin always come first. And I acknowledge, along with my colleagues, that there is a problem with electricity. And with that, I also, again, would like to commend the Council of Ministers, because it is in times of crisis. It is in times of crisis, not comfort. You will show the people of this country your true leadership. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you,